What's up, everyone? I'm Donte.
And I'm Dijon.
And this is our dog, Lola. She is 2 years old.
And she is a Chihuahua.
In our last video, we talked about The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 12, Episode 5, and we gave our review on it. But this time, we're going to do things a little different. This time, we're going to start with random thoughts. And in this video, the random thought we're going to start with is the movies that we watched in 2019. And the first movie we're going to discuss is Godzilla, King of Monsters.
And let me first start off by saying that we're Godzilla fans, and we've been watching Godzilla movies since we were kids.
Yes, we have.
And so when we saw this movie, when we first saw the advertisements of the trailers and stuff like that, we thought it was going to be a great movie. So we, like most of you guys have, went out and bought a ticket and went to the theaters to see it. Because, obviously, you go to the theaters to see a movie like this. You want to see it on a big screen with surround sound blasting. You want to feel that Dolby effect of these big, gigantic titans doing battle, right? So we watched the movie, and I was not very pleased by this movie at all, because I just didn't expect what was going to happen. I thought it could have been more.
Definitely
could have been more. It just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, honestly.
And the monsters, they weren't really...
First of all, there should have been more monsters than that.
Definitely. King of Monsters with an S.
And have them actually featured. I thought what they should have done was bring some of these old monsters. I don't know if,
some of y'all might
there was
know.
There was some differences on how many monsters they could bring. They had to make up their own monsters, obviously. But I thought it would have been cool if they bring some of those monsters from his classic movies into this one, into this one, and see, the battle, and stuff like that. That's what I thought it was going to be.
But they didn't.
But they did not.
Made up their own.
You
saw the Muto.
Yeah, the Muto was there.
They returned again.
Which I don't remember how they...
Because didn't they destroy all the eggs in the 2014? Anyway.
But, I just thought this movie was definitely not what I thought it was going to be, and it was terrible.
In the fight scenes.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible, but the fighting scenes definitely could have been better.
We should have saw more Rodan.
Rodan, definitely. Should have been more him.
If you're a fan of Godzilla, you know about Rodan. Same with Mothra. She really wasn't shown that much either. Who else? The movie was basically focused mostly on King Ghidorah and Godzilla. Like, all the other monsters kind of took a back seat, which I agree with in that sense. King Ghidorah is grand.
King Ghidorah is definitely Godzilla's biggest rival, because he is the strongest of any monsters that Godzilla has ever faced. So definitely having him in the movie, I agreed with. I thought that, and then I was really shocked that they used King Ghidorah to control other monsters. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember King Ghidorah controlling any of the monsters in the previous movies.
I don't either.
I don't remember him doing that. If that was the case, then they should have renamed this movie King Ghidorah, King of the Monsters, to be honest. Because Godzilla didn't control any of these monsters. He didn't keep them in check, okay, the way King Ghidorah did in this movie.
There was no sound of some sort that kept them in. Godzilla never had to make a sound to really have...
Right. He would beat them up.
So
kill them, and, that's how they knew not to, mess with them, because they'd be dead.
Yep, wipe them out.
Yeah. So, I just thought that this whole movie was definitely, it could have been better.
The plot.
Yeah.
I mean, the scientist.
The whole scientist thing and the little girl, her running. Like, why you gotta have that in the movie? Like, why do you gotta have that movie? And then she survives. Like, what? First of all,
How did she survive?
how did she survive? She was in a bathtub. How you gonna survive? How do you go and survive all of that? Like, come on, guys.
Make it
come
make
on.
sense.
Come on, guys.
Hollywood.
Come on.
Make it make sense. I mean, how did she survive all that chaos and destruction?
Didn't someone die, though? Didn't the mom die?
The mom died.
The mom died, but the daughter didn't. What in the world?
I mean, I understand how she died. But
yeah, I understand how she died, but how did the daughter live? How did she live?
Yeah, and speaking of deaths, I think, which person was it? Was it the Asian man?
Yeah, he died. I didn't want him to die either.
Me neither. He knew so much about
He knew so much
about the history. He really advocated for the monster. So I feel like killing him off, it kind of made sense, but wasn't smart. I don't think.
I thought it was cool that they went and to the
Godzilla.
where Godzilla was, But on the other hand, I feel like once again that part of the movie should have been like in a previous movie. I think they should, because then we would know, because you're taking away from the movie. You're
giving the backstory within a sequel.
Right.
You get the backstory
right
in the first one. It didn't make no sense. Godzilla should have had his backstory in the 2014 one.
Right. Have his own story, his origin story. They should make an origin story for him.
Yes.
Because I think they kind of did an origin story for Mothra. When they had those little tiny girls, and they went over her whole thing, I guess.
If you're a longtime fan, you know about the previous Mothra movie.
And I love Mothra, and I wish they would have brought those little girls back. He gets annoyed when I, do the whole song they do.
Don't even do it.
The whole song they do, but I love that song, and I wish they would have brought that back. Yeah, I feel like they should have had the little girls in there. Little girls for
even though it's
Mothra.
an annoying song.
I mean, first of all, when was Mothra ever in ice? Well, I guess they found her.
They should have had the girls, because they're really an intricate part of Mothra's story, in a sense.
I think they should have had those two girls. I thought Godzilla and Mothra were gonna team up to fight off Rodan and King Ghidorah. Mainly King Ghidorah, because King Ghidorah is one of the strongest monsters. Well, actually, the strongest monster that Godzilla has ever faced. And I thought they would have been so, you know how Godzilla is. He comes when he can sense danger. When there's a shift, and he comes and resets that balance. And I know he comes, but the girls, the little girls, they can just pop up. I think they should just change the whole story. Basically, I was not thrilled that it had to be, scientists, doing this whole thing.
And how'd the monsters even get there?
Well, apparently they were hibernating like bears.
I mean, just them?
They were No, they weren't. No. Well, I guess they didn't have.
Getting ice.
I guess they had out. No, they found him because I don't. Actually, you know what?
See?
Let me stop trying to act like I'm so smart. I don't know. I don't know myself. I mean, I just know from what I saw, but I can only speculate how he got there.
There's no backstory. I mean, why is Rodan in the volcano? I mean, can we get a backstory?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Didn't make any sense. And where'd they find the egg? I think they mentioned that. I think they mentioned that in the movie. So see, the plot is, you really don't understand the plot. I mean, the graphics and the animation.
That stuff was really great.
It was so good, but when you get down to the nitty-gritty, the plot, the storyline, the characters, I mean, some of these characters could have really gone without in the movie. I'm sorry.
I think there should have been minimum human presence.
Yeah, because if you go back to early Godzillas, there wasn't really that much of a
I
story.
mean, there was, but there weren't like.
Yeah.
I mean, they had the stories, but I mean, they made it look more like the story was more about Godzilla.
Yeah.
And stopping him. You know, it wasn't about any of that stuff, in my opinion. Really, it wasn't. I think it was just more about Godzilla and stopping him.
You need to get back to that for, I think, was it Kong versus Godzilla? That comes out next year. I can't wait to watch that one. Hopefully they learn from this 2019 one.
I just hope that, you know, guys like us that are talking about it give input and told them that, yeah, we paid a lot of money for this movie.
We did. We paid online tickets.
You know,
cost a lot of money.
Well, I don't want to say a lot of money.
Well, not
I'm just saying we spent our money to watch something that we thought could have been better. You know, so hopefully they don't waste our time again. Hopefully, but yeah. So Godzilla could have been better. But anyways, he's supposed to be bigger. And Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah, so...
And Kong is supposed to be bigger. What did you think about Kong? The movie Kong.
The original one?
Well, no, not the original
one.
Yes. Was it 2017? Yeah, 2017.
Yeah, that wasn't memorable either. Okay, so those who watch Kong, was it 2006, 2005?
Yeah, 2005,
that one. That when you watch that one, I prefer that one over the 2017 one. Same thing with the plot. Needs better plot. Hopefully in Kong vs. Godzilla, again, so I can reiterate, hopefully the plot is better. Hopefully take and learn from this. Not only do the graphics and the fight scenes have to be, hopefully there's more fight scenes. Hopefully not only just graphic, but the plot is also better. Yeah. You need to go back to focusing more on the monsters than the people, because that takes away the focus of what it's originally about. Yeah.
I mean, they can have people in it.
Of course.
Because, like, you know, if you're going to have a battle, then you want it to be mainly about them, right? It's supposed to be focused, centered around them. Yes, you can have your great actors of all time in the movie. Yes, people are going to look forward to those actors. But when you have a character like Godzilla that's been around for decades,
he's going to already attract an audience by himself. The thing is, there has to be a good balance between the two. And the 2019 King of Monsters and the 2014 Godzilla wasn't a good balance between the monsters and the characters, the people. So it needs to be a better balance between the two.
Anyways, that's what we thought. I guess we just added Kong as well into that. Yeah, but that was basically it for that.